for the animal who did this? Think he did it before?
Unfortunately, I know he has.
Tomorrow, don't miss the conclusion of the crossover event.
Do me a favor, play this one by the book.
Yeah, my word.
A manhunt unites Chicago PD and SVU.
Been at this for 10 years.
Don't you just hate it when you kidnap a girl and she won't stop kicking the back of your seat?
What happened to him? If you're with me, you better know what that means. You got another body.
2 hours.
My God.
You cannot miss.
I'm gonna kill this animal.
The shocking conclusion of the crossover event. Tomorrow, starting at 9/8 Central, here on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Jeremy Renner drops by. NBC Tonight.
Breaking news, defying the curfew.
This is what's happening live in Baltimore. Police lining the streets, trying to clear those who are still out on the streets. It's been a fluid situation all night. Some moments calm, for the most part calm. Certainly nothing like last night, but nonetheless, a lot of tension.
That's right. Other times we saw this. These were flashbangs, kind of a smoke deterrent to keep people back. Jay Cashmere is in the feed room right now, keeping an eye on the breaking situation. Jay.
Yeah, Michael Kelly, it appears the last 40 minutes, things went from calm to somewhat unruly and uncontrolled. We're talking about a specific area in Baltimore right now, North Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's go right to the live pictures right now. This is where really the scene of the chaos is unfolding. While it appears to be calm right now, you can see a number of officers lined up trying to disperse the crowd that have been in and around this area. Officers have fired pepper balls and smoke canisters to try and disperse the growing crowds in and around this area, really for the past 45 minutes or so. These live pictures have been coming into us all evening, and for the most part, it has been somewhat peaceful. But again, over the last several minutes, things have changed a bit. Police lining up every few minutes. They're moving a couple of feet forward with their shields and their helmets. We've also noticed armored vehicles are circling the streets in and around this area. Again, not a lot of protesters in around this area here, as most of the police here have pushed most of the people out, but they are standing by, watching the scene, effectively waiting for any unrest or unruly criminals here to come forward. Guys, we'll toss it back to you.
Oh man, can you hear that? They're shooting again.
Okay, is there anyone outside with them?
Can you hear that? Oh my God. Yeah, we're all outside.
Tonight, Indian River County Sheriff's deputies, as you look on at what should have been a normally quiet scene there, say 2 young men doing target practice terrorized residents in this Fellsmere community.
Just an accident or something more? News Channel 5's Megan McRoberts talked with one family there.
Wrapping up their evening.
Standing around the campfire and, I don't know, bullets started flying.
Jacob Robertson and his family found themselves in the line of fire.
They shot the car, they shot the cow, and they shot the house twice.
Nearly 100 shots fired in their direction from about 150 yards away. Indian River County deputies say 2 men, 18-year-old Adrian Zamaripa and 20-year-old Martin Corona, were shooting at a berm, not knowing a home was right behind it.
The neighbors are shooting at us and just hit our car.
Robertson called 911 while taking cover behind their home and cars.
Oh man, can you hear that? They're shooting again.
Okay, is there anyone outside with them?
Can you hear that? Oh my God. Yeah, we're all outside.
Deputies arrived 20 minutes later.
And they're shooting at us. You guys gotta hurry.
Stopping a white van with the shooters, finding 2 rifles and a shotgun, charging them for shooting in public. Robertson isn't sure the shooting was an accident. When the shots kept coming from the distance, Robertson says they took cover and fired a warning shot, hoping they would know to stop shooting. But Robertson says the gunfire continued.
Like, hey, there's people over here. And then he hollered, hey, there's people over here. And then right when he did that, they really started shooting.
Law enforcement asking the public to use more caution, shooting only if they know it's in a safe direction. Megan McRoberts, WPTV News Channel 5.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Another wild day of weather for South Florida. Temperatures soaring up into the high 80s. And tonight, quiet here after earlier showers and storms. And look what's on our doorstep. Again, another round moving in for Wednesday. And it looks like the timing will be in the morning through about the mid-afternoon. A lot like today, actually, with strong, potentially severe storms working in. What I'm also watching are these storms that are popping up off Fort Myers all the way down through Marco Island. This is all moving into our area late overnight. Current temperatures are a mix of low and mid 70s. The hour-by-hour forecast into the morning, showers, rumble of thunder possible, and more than likely a weather alert day again on Wednesday. We'll talk more about that and your forecast into the weekend, with includes a cool front. It's all coming up.
Back to breaking news in Baltimore as we show you live pictures there. Nothing like the scene last night. Calls for calm after the chaos that enveloped the city. Still tension in the last hour or so as police are enforcing a curfew. Jay Cashmere again from our feed room with the very latest. Jay.
Michael, staying on top of this story, that mandatory emergency curfew will last until 5 in the morning right now. We have some brand new video that just came in, some ground video we want to show you right now. This was taken earlier tonight, showing the scene right now from the ground level. This is that area I was mentioning just a few minutes ago, Pennsylvania and North Avenue right now. Police officers, Baltimore police officers and officers in and around the area firing those smoke canisters at protesters there, and then some of the protesters actually grabbing some of those smoke canisters and throwing them back at police. So it got quite heated for a minute there. Again, right after 10, this curfew went into effect. Baltimore police officers tweeting that they were making arrests in this particular location where they said people were throwing bricks and rocks at officers. Now, most of the day today, we saw peaceful protests. Still, a lot of people were out in the streets, but very different than what we were watching last night and what we're seeing over the past hour. Schools in Baltimore were canceled today. They will be in session tomorrow. Also, we learned today that the Baltimore Orioles are going to play their game tomorrow, but there will be no fans in the stadium. This is a first for Major League Baseball, a Major League game that has been played without a crowd. Michael?
Jay, thank you. Certainly so much different a scene than last night. Tonight, this memory seared into the consciousness of so many. One of the most powerful and upsetting images as fires burned in Baltimore yesterday. This was supposed to be a senior center at a church under construction. That's all that's left of it today. Once again, people there saying, how will they rebuild something good destroyed so quickly? And now they must regather and marshal their efforts again to try and regroup and go on.
Michael, we want to show you now, and those at home, a video that's been getting a lot of attention online tonight. Baltimore Ravens Hall of Famer Ray Lewis, who put out this message to the people in the city of Baltimore.
And the sad part is, we got young kids trying to tell us how they're going to dictate our city. That won't happen. We must change this right now. Stop the violence, man. Go home. I'm telling you, go home.
You can watch the whole thing on our WPTV Facebook page. Lewis, originally from Lakeland, Florida, by the way, says he's staying in Baltimore right now. He played for the Ravens for 17 seasons. More than 19 million people around the country have watched this video so far. Michael?
Another powerful image, riveting to watch, and you may well have seen this one, pulling her son from the streets. A mom going into the crowd saying, "Not my son." She went to pick her son up at the mall because she had heard trouble was brewing. And you see, she pulled him literally away from the crowd, off the streets. And here's what she told CBS News about her brand of tough love.
That's my only son. And at the end of the day, I don't want him to be a Freddie Gray.
Hashtag Baltimore Mom trending on Twitter as this video went viral.
New at 11, walking the beat and building relationships. Tonight, we look at how Jupiter police are focusing on community outreach. They say it helped them make 3 arrests in a hate crime murder case and is bridging old barriers. News Channel 5's Michelle Casada live in Jupiter tonight to explain. Michelle?
Kelly, in the predominantly Hispanic neighborhoods, if an officer knocks on someone's door tonight, chances are that person knows the officer on a first-name basis. It's the result of a relationship building process that's been going on for quite some time, and the chief says it's also solving crimes. In the Pine Gardens South neighborhood, children innocently play outside without a worry in the world. But that's not the case for their parents. Alita Diaz says everyone is back inside before dark. The community is still shaken up by the killing of 18-year-old Onisimo Marcelino Lopez Ramos, who police say was targeted because he was Hispanic.
I know there's some fear in the community. We want to put that at rest, too. And
Chief Frank Kitzero says because of the trust officers have built in those neighborhoods through the department's Hispanic outreach efforts, many community members gave police vital information that led to arrests in the case.
I think it is a good relationship.
Mario Quinones has lived in Jupiter for 14 years and says before it was intimidating to see police officers.
And then you bring in people like Officer Diaz, who's very fluent in Spanish. And
the chief says those Spanish-speaking officers are getting to know the residents, their problems, their financial situations. They're not only helping them in a law enforcement capacity, but becoming their role models. Recently, they held a local soccer tournament to bring the community together.
Now that they understand us, it's much easier for us to solve any problems we might have.
Diaz says officers knocked on every door after Lopez Ramos's death. She says their efforts help her and her family sleep at night. Now, officers are patrolling specific neighborhoods every week, and they say fighting crime is a small percentage of the job. They're dedicating time to get to know the locals in these communities. Reporting live from the Jupiter Police Department, Michelle Casada, WPTV News Channel 5.
New at 11, the plan to pay for parking in Delray Beach got its first green light. That city's advisory board is passing along its proposal to city leaders. Here is what has been okayed. You would have to pay $2.50 an hour for meters on popular Atlantic Avenue, $1.50 for side streets, and $1 an hour to use the garages. The first hour would be free. Most of the business owners at tonight's meeting support the idea.
One of the problems we've had is people will go around the block, trying to find a place right in front of a certain block or store or restaurant. And that adds to congestion. And with this, we're going to get turnover, and it's not going to be perfect, but it's certainly going to be an improvement.
Also, for those of you who like to valet your vehicle, the board proposed a $15 cap. Now, not a done deal. City leaders vote on the plan next month.
An update on a story we broke here on News Channel 5 last week. Veterans in the aviation program at Palm Beach State College will be able to pay for their summer courses using their GI Bill. The VA had put the college's program on a temporary suspension until the college upgraded its curriculum. The department has now agreed to fund those students enrolled this summer while the school continues to work toward upgrading their certification.
New at 11, fallout and criticism tonight. The Florida House abruptly ends its legislative session days early. The reason, it cannot compromise with the state Senate on health care reform for 800,000 Floridians without medical insurance. The Senate wants to expand Medicaid. The House does not, at least not if it means accepting federal money under Obamacare. Both chambers are run by Republicans, and the feuding is ugly. House Minority Leader Mark Pafford, a Democrat, says the gridlock on Medicaid hurts every Floridian.
In regard to healthcare expansion, you're looking at upwards of 20,000 jobs not being created. You're looking at billions of dollars not going into the economy. It is a serious blow to Floridians because the Republicans of the Florida House couldn't get their act together.
No callbacks from some of our local Republicans we had tried to reach. We will keep trying. Lawmakers will have to call a special session to finalize a state budget before June 30th, but a package of business-friendly tax cuts could also now be in jeopardy.
A Boca Raton father is charged after police say he left his child in a hot car while he went into a store to buy vodka. Antonio Malcaluso was arrested Sunday and charged with child neglect. Boca police say he left the boy alone for 13 minutes while he shopped at Total Wine. According to the police report, a couple called 911 after they saw the child alone in the back seat. The window was slightly cracked, but the temperature at the time was 95 degrees.
Many of you are sharing the battles you have to get prescribed pain pills after our consumer watchdog story, Prescription Impossible, aired last night. From ADHD drugs to pain pills for other things, controlled substances are harder to get after the pill mill crackdown. Since the DEA says it does not feel it's responsible for fixing the problem, you need to share your stories with your congressmen and state legislators as well and hold them accountable. Our watchdog advises for helping or trying to help fix this painful experience for many. WPTV News Channel 5 back in 60 seconds. Major construction. Many of you drive by it every single day. We're taking you inside the construction zone and explaining where this I-95 FAU interchange will bring you.
You know the saying, the show must go on. Tonight, though, some concerns about weather from Sunfest organizers, what they're doing to make sure that you enjoy the show.
Walk on the line, what Nick Volenda will not be using for the first time ever.
Early warnings.
To see if we need to do weather alert days on these 2 days.
When bad weather hits, trust Storm Team 5 for complete weather coverage where you live.
Quick moving cells all the way into Boynton Beach Boulevard.
You're going to want to stay weather aware today because we will see the possibility for all of these threats.
Storm Shield, alerting you to severe weather. First on air and first with you reports. When you want to know, before, during, and after the storm. Storm Team 5 Weather Alert Days on WPTV News Channel 5.
Get Grand Slam savings during the awards season event at Arrigo Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Up to $14,000 off MSRP. Plus, our banks want to say, yes, you're approved at Florida's #1 volume dealer for 12 years in a row. You got to go Arrigo. West Palm, Fort Pierce, Sawgrass.
While the cost of everyday items continues to go up, it's good to know that the price you pay for electricity has come down. And for the second time this year, FPL bills are getting even lower by about $3 a month starting in May. Calculate your savings at fpl.com/lower bills.
Continuing to monitor the satellites, breaking news out of Baltimore tonight. Live pictures on the left, video images on the right. Largely peaceful tonight. On the right, what you're seeing are smoke canisters fired just before 10:30 tonight to try to enforce that curfew that had been put in place by police after a night of rioting last night. Again, largely peaceful, but tense tonight as they're working to disperse crowds on Baltimore's streets.
Paving the way for a new route to Florida Atlantic University. The exclusive view from Chopper 5 of the huge construction project along 95 between Glades Road and Yamato. The work creates a traffic bottleneck at rush hour, but the hope is that the $67 million Spanish River interchange will speed drivers along once it's finished. News Channel 5's Jason Hackett live at the construction zone. Jason?
Kelly, the sun is down, but the work continues out here in 995. Right now, crews are back there paving the lanes here in 95 between Glades Road and Congress Avenue. They're out here working from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. every day. That way they can minimize the impact on your commute. Right now, that arrow out there is flashing, reminding drivers to move over. Drivers say they are grateful for that minimized impact on their commute because the traffic through here on a daily basis is bad enough.
There goes traffic again.
Jamie Noel is no stranger to congested streets.
15 minutes or so just to get on a ramp.
After all, he attends school in South Florida, so he knows the drill.
Leave as early as possible just in case there's a mishap, because there is going to be a mishap.
And on a daily basis, he deals with the daily grind around FAU, finding a balance between tolerance and acceptance.
Leave early or you leave late.
The Florida Department of Transportation hopes to change those expectations with the new Spanish River interchange.
Motorists will be able to bypass the congestion at Glades Road. It will provide direct access to the university and the stadium.
The exclusive view from Chopper 5 shows quite a bit of progress since it started in 2013. 9 of the 13 bridges are currently under construction, but there's still a ways to go. In our first-hand look today, we saw that widening and paving of 95 is still ongoing. New ramps are still being built, and canals and trails need to be realigned, meaning the El Rio Trail will be closed for the next 4 months.
So it would be very unsafe for pedestrians and bicyclists to be traveling in that area, so it is for their safety.
Minor inconveniences to some, but Jamie says the end result should provide relief. Maybe.
It's going to alleviate some traffic, but you know, who knows? It's probably create more as well.
And we're told that in the next few weeks there will be a traffic shift out here. Drivers will be shifted to the outside lanes of I-95. That way they can allow workers to work in the median of I-95. All the work should be finished out here by 2017. We're live tonight. Jason Hackett, WPTV News Channel 5.
Despite the weather, the show will go on. Stages are being set for Sunfest along the downtown West Palm Beach waterfront. It opens tomorrow night. Sunfest organizers are taking precautions in case the weather is an issue. And while so many people who attend Sunfest worry about rain, wind certainly could be one of the biggest problems.
We'll take the entertainment off. We'll tell everybody that they need to go seek some sort of shelter.
That's right. They're making sure those stages are extra secure, and they say crowds will be warned to leave the area if winds reach about 40 miles per hour.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
I think the biggest issue for Sunfest may be around midday or early afternoon tomorrow as the line of storms come in. After that, a big improvement in our weather as we get into Thursday, Friday, and the weekend, and we start to see a cool front work in. Here's what we're going to deal with overnight, though. This is a large area of storms, and ahead of that, in the last hour, another line of storms. It's firing up just off Marco Island and just south of Fort Myers. Both of these heading into our area overnight. First, Treasure Coast and then Palm Beach County late overnight and around sunrise, and then sweeping to the south during the day. Really a carbon copy of today, but I do expect it'll be a little bit sooner than we saw the storms today. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook. Highest risk would be Lauderdale and down in Miami and perhaps South County along Boca, and then a marginal risk heading up through the Treasure Coast and the rest of Florida. We'll have to watch it closely. There is a chance again tomorrow for severe weather. We saw some today, we saw some yesterday, with hail, strong gusty winds, heavy rainfall, and lots of lightning. Dangerous lightning out there again tomorrow. So here's the early morning forecast. Looks like a soggy drive to work. I would say more so through the Treasure Coast and North County. As you get 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, rumbles of thunder working through overnight and into tomorrow afternoon. More showers and storms right into about 4 and 5 o'clock, and then things starting to improve after that. Another warm one. Temperatures will be in the mid to high 80s for Wednesday, but wow, we've got a big cool down at 5 South Florida standards for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where we drop down into the 70s and low 80s, and it looks like that'll continue right into Monday too. So it'll be a pleasant stretch and pretty good timing too, right in store for the weekend. Wave heights about 1 to 2 feet. Now it gets interesting tomorrow because not only do we have the showers and storms, we have a southwest wind that it picks up. 10 to 20 knots. It'll be nice along the beaches, but as you get offshore, 2 to 4, upwards of 5 in the Gulf Stream, light shot for the inland waters, and a high tide coming up just before sunrise. All right, overnight forecast, partly cloudy. Do not be surprised if late overnight, between about 4 and 7 a.m., you hear a rumble of thunder. Those storms moving from the Treasure Coast into Palm Beach County, 73 the overnight low. A soggy commute tomorrow morning. I do expect that we'll see a weather alert day tomorrow again as we get some strong storms firing up, and 86 the high. We'll also see some sunshine, so it'll be a real mixed bag of weather, but all the storm team will be here during the day watching the weather for you. Thursday, showers still popping up. Friday through the weekend and even Monday, absolutely gorgeous. Spectacular weather through the weekend. Can't wait. Perfect timing for Sunfest.
Steve, thank you. 400 feet above ground, what Nick Melendez worried about for tomorrow's walk on the Orlando Eye.
I'd be worried about all of
everything. Yeah.
Coming up in sports, spring football back. Meet the man who'll be carrying the load for Oxbridge Academy as they begin their first season of play in the FHSAA.
Edmor's is gonna save you. Announcing Edmor's Delray Toyota's ultimate buyback event. Your trade is in high demand, so we're paying top dollar. Lease a new 2015 Camry LE for only $89 a month, or buy a Camry for $13,988. Visit DelrayToyota.com.
You know, getting your air conditioner tuned up is just as important as getting your car tuned up.
Yeah, but how do you stay so clean?
Save up to $1,650 or pay no interest until 2020 on a new Trane air conditioning system.
Those guys.
Tossing and turning, chances are it's your mattress telling you need better support and pressure relief. Visit City Mattress today, where you'll find 80 comforts at the guaranteed lowest prices and professionals who really care about your comfort. Only at City Mattress.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, sweetie.
I'm in love.
¿Tiene novio?
Boyfriend?
It's a beautiful thing. Finally have enough space.
Por fin uno que la entiende.
He understands her, but they just met.
I'll send you a picture.
The new Toyota Corolla with the style and space you've been looking for.
Good taste.
Now get the 2015 Corolla LE with a $159 per month lease for 2 years. Toyota, let's go places.
Now at Boston Market, new slow braised pulled pork. So tender, it falls apart. Topped with zesty barbecue or garlic citrus sauce. A bold new taste from the slow roasting experts at Boston Market.
You guys, I think she's here. She's here.
Is that her?
No, Valerie said she's driving a Buick.
Sure doesn't look like a Buick. Buick.
Take a fresh look at Buick. It just might surprise you.
I'm outside. Where are you?
I'm right here. I'm in the Buick.
I don't see a Buick.
That's not a Buick. That's what I told him. Wow. This is nice.
Now current lessees get a sign and drive lease on this Enclave for around $329 per month when you switch to Buick.
The air conditioner is all tuned up and ready to go.
So's the car, minus a few parts. Call Lindstrom today and get a 19-point air conditioning tune-up for only $89.
Those guys.
Announcing Edmore's Delray Toyota's ultimate buyback event. Your trade is in high demand, so we're paying top dollar. Sign and drive a new 2015 RAV4. Lease for $239 a month, 0 down, or buy for $21,488.
It's Edmore.
Visit DelrayToyota.com.
Need a new mattress? El Dorado has Florida's largest selection.
This is the first time I'll be doing a public walk without a pole. So I've been training on a wire without a balancing pole.
Oh my gosh, I feel sick to my stomach even thinking about this.
Don't do it.
Daredevil Nick Wallenda. He might be sleeping. I don't know how you could when you're in advance of doing what he's going to do. Tomorrow morning, he's going to walk across the Orlando Eye, that humongous Ferris wheel. There is a threat of bad weather tomorrow, so I don't know. Maybe it would end up getting canceled, or maybe he'll do it anyway. You can watch it. It's going to be broadcast on the Today Show right after Today on 5.
Time now for the Honda Sports Desk with ESPN 106.3 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Yeah, good luck with that, Nick. Following 2 straight independent championships, Oxbridge Academy ready to rock with the big boys. Come August, they'll be a full-blown member of the FHSAA, making this spring kind of a big deal. Thunderwolves on the field Tuesday for spring practice number 2, and a lot of eyes on senior running back Travis Homer. Scholarship offers just pouring in left and right. Listen to this. Florida, FSU, Miami, FAU, UCF, and Alabama. Nearly 1,200 yards and 18 touchdowns last year, and the party's just getting started.
The best football is certainly ahead of him. You know, as this program's grown, he's grown with it, and he's been a big part of our development and building the culture. And so it's been an exciting offseason for him. But I think he's got a lot of good football ahead of him.
I'm excited for it. I was happy to get that opportunity to have all those colleges come at me. Yeah. But I just think of it as an offer. I'm just trying to keep my mind on school and football.
Thunderwolves spring game Wednesday, May 20th at Cocoa. District semifinals in boys volleyball. Royal Palm Beach hosting Dwyer tonight. Greg Hill, welcome to the block party, y'all. Picking up a point for the Wildcats. They take game 1 with ease. In the second, excellent set. Benny Zambito, Killa Vanilla, back and forth we go. But that's what makes life interesting. It's a two-way street. Next point, Kevin Morris to Devin Wallace. Royal Palm advancing, winning 3-1. And before we go, the immediate future of boxing in the hands of Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. It has been since their parallel careers have threatened to cross since 2009. And it's that teasing that has stretched the patience of boxing's audience in an era with only occasional highlights. So honestly, I'm not too sure this fight has what it takes to spark a revival. Both are champions, both are great fighters, both are old. Mayweather's 38, Pacquiao 36. They don't have much time to work their magic for their sport, but odds are they will not disappoint us Saturday night. Fight of the century, baby.
That's right. Both will be very rich, no matter who wins.
That is very true.
Rich.
That is very, very true. Mayweather, obviously, an undefeated record on the line.
It's going to be good. Yep. We'll be back.
Listen to ESPN 106.3 FM. Mike and Mike start your morning, and Evan Cohen on the ride home.
Every cup has a story.
My Dunkin' Latte is a midday treat.
I can't think without my Dunkin' Latte. My Dunkin' Latte brightens my mood.
It's a premium latte without a premium price.
Get any medium latte for $1.99 from 3 to 6 p.m. Your coffee, your Dunkin'.
You know how fast you're going? It's a Dodge Challenger. It's a gross misuse of power.
You got passed by a Passat, even with that available 485 horsepower Hemi V8.
Is that chamber music?
Yeah. Get out of the car.
Some things you just don't do in a Dodge, now during award season. Right now, get up to $3,500 total cash allowance on 2015 Dodge vehicles.
The first hybrid in America.
A Honda.
The first to meet the Clean Air Act standards.
A Honda.
And now we're the first to do something else. The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event! Right now you can get an amazing deal on a Honda Accord, named a 2015 IIHS Top Safety Pick.
Hurry, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event ends soon. Get a great deal on an Accord today at your Honda dealer.
Good call on these chicken cordon bleu subs.
I know, right? Mixing it up.
We should totally do this for the rest of the things in our lives. Live spontaneously. Ooh. Wear cowboy hats.
I'm gonna let my hair grow.
Become meteorologists. I mean, let's do this.
Yes! Hang on, I got a 1:30.
So after that?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta pick up the kids. Maybe we just get these subs again tomorrow.
Oh, now you're talking. Take cover, America.
Our Publix Deli Chicken Cordon Bleu sub is served hot and bursting with unique flavors. And with online easy ordering, you can try something totally different and totally delicious. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Get a dream deal on a Civic with standard rear view camera. Now, at your Honda dealer.
While others go in circles and repeat themselves, we choose to carve our own path in the pursuit of exhilaration. The 306 horsepower Lexus GS. Experience the next level of performance, and there's no going back. Lease the 2015 GS 350F Sport with complimentary navigation system for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
At Dunkin', breakfast just got zestier with guacamole made from real avocados, tomatoes, cilantro, and lime. The new bacon guacamole flatbread. Olay indeed. America runs on Dunkin'.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
It's going to be a busy morning and early afternoon. More strong storms on the way. Might be a weather alert day in the morning. Glenn and Lisa have the latest. Drier and sunny for the weekend.
So make sure you tune in starting at 4:30. Know what you're getting yourself into when you head out on the road. Exactly.
Yeah, and Melinda, after the Today Show, they're trying
I know.
Yeah, good luck. You
I'll have to
couldn't pay
record
me
that
to climb
one.
that thing.
Oh, please, please.
No, thanks. Breaking news and weather for you on WPTV.com.
Hopefully he's not the breaking news tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, or the good kind, not the bad kind. Have a good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
How much are you spending on a complete pair of no-line bifocals? $250, $400, maybe even $550? Well, how about $99? Two pair no-line bifocals for $99 plus free eye exam. Stanton Optical. Call 1-800-STANTON for nearest location.
The following is an exclusive announcement. Trade keys with Wallace by April 30th and get $1,000 over KBB with new Nissans from $13,795. The trade-a-thon is on.
Nowhere else but Wallace. Run away with me.
This award season, the red carpet has shades of green. The spotlight shines all day. And the best four-wheeler of the year lets you go where others can't.
2 kids, you and me.
So you end up with the best seats in the house. The 2015 Jeep Award Season event.
Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on Cherokee Latitude front-wheel drive for $259 a month.
Walt Disney World. We all know it. Or do we? If you haven't been here lately, you haven't been, because with 4 parks, there's something for everyone. For a limited time, Florida residents can get a 3-day Discover Disney ticket for just $139 plus tax. Walt Disney World. Been there, haven't done that.
Johnny, what are you pointing at? 3,500 vehicles that gotta go at Arrigo during the award season event. Get Grand Slam savings on new Dodge, Chrysler, Jeeps, and Rams. Up to $14,000 off MSRP. Get the low price that's made Arrigo the #1 volume dealer in Florida for 12 years in a row. Plus, our banks want to say, yes, you're approved. I bet you can't hit my loop-de-loop. Loop-de-loop. Oops. You better get your checkbook out. That's gonna be a lot of TVs to repair. You gotta go Arrigo. West Palm, Fort Pierce, Sawgrass.
Which car company is the first and only to offer built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi in cars, trucks, and crossovers? Ranking from top to bottom.
I'm going to say Mercedes is the innovator.
BMW just because they're pricey.
The final answer? Chevy.
This model has the Wi-Fi in it?
Yep.
That's the dream, to have Wi-Fi in the car.
Right now, qualified current GM lessees can get this sign and drive lease on a 2015 Chevy Malibu LT for around $211 per month. See your South Florida Chevy dealer.
While the cost of everyday items continues to go up, it's good to know that the price you pay for electricity has come down. And this May, FPL rates are getting even lower. For the second time this year, your bill is going down, this time by about $3 a month, helping to make your bill 30% lower than the national average. So continue enjoying your morning coffee, knowing that at FPL, we're always working to keep bills low. Calculate your savings at fpl.com/lower bills.
The following is an exclusive announcement. $1,000 over KBB when you trade up to a new VW during Wallace's Trade-a-thon with new Jetta S leases from $169 a month.
Nowhere else but Wallace.
How much are you spending on a complete pair of no-line bifocals? $250, $400, maybe even $550?